Sundarakandam, Chapter 57. Hanuman returns to the Mahendra mountain. During Hanuman's successful return, the sky in which Hanuman was travelling looked very distinct. The moon seemed like a white lily. The sun seemed like a red fighting cock. The Pusya and Sravana stars looked like swans. The clouds seemed like seaweed on a beach. The Punarvasa star looked like a big whale. Angaraka looked like a big light and Airavata like a big island. The star Swati resembled a swan and the moon's rays were like water waves. Yaksha Gandharvas looked like white lotus flowers. Hanuman flew through the sky and above the sea without any fear and with the speed of the wind. He flew with so much energy that he looked like a ship sailing in the sky. Hanuman seemed like he could swallow the sky, as if he was touching the moon, dragging the sky behind him. Hanuman travelled fast through the sky and the clouds. Sometimes Hanuman looked like he was playing between the moon and the clouds. With a lion's roar, Hanuman travelled like an eagle bird through the sky. That great Hanuman destroyed Lanka, killed the demons, made Ravana angry, and destroyed Ravana's strong army. Vaidehi's blessings were with him during crossing the ocean. Along the way, he touched the Menaka mountain. From there, he travelled as fast as an arrow. When he saw the Mahendra mountain approach, he was full of joy and roared like a lion. Going towards the direction where Angada and others awaited, Hanuman roared one more time. This time his roar was so loud, a cluster of solar systems could have fallen. On the shore of the ocean, the army of monkeys were anxiously awaiting for Hanuman's arrival. They all heard Hanuman's roaring sound and were scared of what might be the result. When they heard Hanuman again, they all became very happy. Then Jambavan said, "O Vanaras, Hanuman was successful. Otherwise, his voice would not be so confident." The monkeys were all happy to hear Hanuman's roar. Some were very eager to see him in the sky. Some climbed trees and others climbed mountain peaks. All the monkeys started to shake the trees as a welcoming gesture upon Hanuman's arrival. Hanuman landed on the part of the mountain where there was a very thick forest. The other monkeys brought him gifts of flowers and fruits and showed their happiness. Hanuman saluted his teachers, elders, and Jambavan. He saluted Prince Angada. Without wasting any time, Hanuman proclaimed in precise, pleasing, appropriate words, "I saw Sita, Drushta Sita." Hanuman held Angada's hand and took him to a spacious spot and sat next to him. Hanuman said, "O mighty friends, I saw Sita Mata in Lanka waiting for Sri Rama to come. She has become very thin from fasting. The great lady's hair is tangled and in a single plait. Her body is all dusty and her clothes disheveled. Demon ladies who guard her vigilantly surround her. I saw Janaka's daughter Sita Mata." Upon hearing these words, all the monkeys were extremely happy. Some roared like the lions and some shouted, "Bravo! Bravo!" The monkeys expressed themselves in various ways. Some made monkey sounds, some jumped like bulls, some lifted their tails and hit the ground. Others jumped up and down on the mountain, and some came close to Hanuman and touched him. Angada said to Hanuman, "O Vanara, you flew 100 yojanas over the ocean and you returned back. You have valor, strength, and unparalleled courage. No one has your devotional commitment. It is our luck that you saw the divine Rama's wife. Now, Sri Rama will soon have peace since he will be reunited with Sita Devi. We are all so lucky. All the monkeys happily surrounded Hanuman. They waited to hear about the ocean crossing, more about Sita Devi, and about Ravana. Then Angada, sitting with Hanuman, and Jambavan seemed like Devendra.